What up, guys? I went to Hawaii. Oh my freaking, are you kidding me? I feel like that video of the dude with like the double rainbow going like, oh my god, on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen it. Also, I'm eating turkey right now from Western Bagel. So basically what happens is my friend calls me up and he's like, yo, Kai, like, do you want to room with me in Hawaii? And I'm like, yes, like, okay, because the work I was doing at the time, it was like on my computer. Still, actually, it's still the work I do. It's like on my computer, so I can do it from wherever. I didn't really need to worry about leaving where I'm at behind, you know, I can just kind of go. So I was like bet, like, why not? So that's what I did. I just picked up and I literally left, dude. Like, I dipped. I had 2 suitcases that I took with me to Hawaii, and that was it. The only unfortunate part was that I soon discovered that Hawaii was incredibly expensive. So I had to get a second job as a night shift, overnight stalker at a grocery store called, and I guess I shouldn't say the name, but you know, you definitely can't find it on my profile at all. Definitely not. Anyway, in my first month of being in Hawaii, I was like in this bar. And I am 19, I cannot enter a bar, but I was there because there was like a punk show, and I was like, you know what, man, like, I want to do this, like, I want to go to this, but, you know, it was age restricted, so I couldn't go, dude. So I hit up the owner, and I'm like, hey, like, I will be a photographer, like, if you let me in, please. And he was like, like, let me ask. And then he got back to me like a day later, like the day of the thing, and he was like, yeah, show up, just don't drink, you know, like, we're trusting you. And I was like, thank you, like, I will not let you down. You know, and so I'm just standing there like with my camera, kind of like fiddling with it, a little nervous. And this dude next to me, I can't remember what he said, but I think he like complimented my camera or something. And I just see this dude is like decked out in like punk like clothes, bro. Like, this dude is the real deal. So I'm like, oh, this dude is chill. And so I introduce myself. I'm like, hey, I'm Kyle. He's like, I'm Conrad. I mean, the show starts that I met Conrad at, and this dude starts like getting in the pit and just like moshing, bro. Like, he made the vibe of that room that night, dude. And he's just like, he's the man. He's really the GOAT, dude. Like, I'm honestly, bro, out of all the things I'm gonna miss from Hawaii, like the friends that I made, including Conrad, is like the only thing and my roommate is like the only thing I'm gonna miss is the people. And I remember on my literally last day of being in Hawaii, I hit him up and I'm like, dude, I'm going to the North Shore. Like, I have not been at all, which I really should have gone like before I left. I'm like, dude, I totally left it to the last minute, but if you want to pull up, bro, come, please. And he's like, bet. And so he takes his motorcycle, his chopper, which I'm gonna see if I have a picture of it, but that shit looks awesome, dude. And he drives that bitch up all the way across the island from where he lives to the North Shore, bro, and we hang out and we spend the day together, bro, and it's so fire, dude. We saw beaches, and we happened to go to this one beach where the waves were just crazy, bro, and I'm like, dude, like, they were right, bro. The waves on the North Shore, like, they're crazy, dude. And he's like, bro, like, not only that, but they're so crazy that they literally organize like an event like for this, because the waves were crazy, and they organized like a surfing event. I was like, what, like, when is it? He's like, dude, it's right now. That's why there were so many people here. I was like, dude, no way. Like, is this like the biggest? He's like, yeah, this is like the biggest. It's called the Eddy. It's the biggest surfing competition, like, literally ever, bro. It's happening right now, the day you decided to go to the North Shore. I'm like, no way. So that was a pretty crazy coincidence. I remember when I first got there and Conrad like had not got there yet. I was taking the bus, right? And I bought this bus day pass for like $7, I think, which was like a little pricey. I was kind of mad about it, but whatever. So like, I go across the island, you know, pretty good deal. And I end up like on this beach, bro. And I'm like, wow, this is beautiful, dude. So, you know, I'm walking, I'm seeing all these signs, and eventually I come across this like building, and I do not know what the heck it is. I'm assuming it's some sort of like resort or something, because like you know, you see like a bunch of beach chairs and shit, like it looks, but it was empty. So I was like, bro, what is this place? Like, can I be here? Like, you know, there's no one, no security, no something, like, it's a beach. You know, it's like public, I think. I end up finding this tree where like, it's like I can take shelter for a second. And all of a sudden, I didn't record it, but I hear like a cop siren, and I'm like, oh my, like, that's definitely for me, bro. I messed up. And this dude goes like, hey, I'm like, He's like, beach is closed. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm running back, bro. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I see this path, because I do not want to talk to this dude. So I don't want to like get kicked out or whatever. So I see this path, and I kind of just like walk leisurely onto the side path that goes away from the security officer, whatever. I don't know. I want to like dip out, basically. And I end up finding myself on this path, and I walk and I'm like, oh, this is like a resort that people are at like right now. And it's not only just like a resort, it's like a nice place, dude. Like, where am I? And eventually I see a sign. That shit says the Ritz-Carlton. I've never had a ticket to a stay at the Ritz-Carlton, bro. I just know that shit is fancy. And I am not fancy. I am not supposed to be there, bro. So I'm like, I'm trying to dip out as fast as possible. I end up going to like this little like jewelry store inside the hotel. That's how nice it is, bro. There's a jewelry store inside the hotel. And I still somehow ended up getting lost for like 10 more minutes. But I found my way out. Met up with Conrad and we saw those waves, dude. It was sick. Even though the competition had ended, there were still some people like surfing on there, and oh my god, it was just beautiful, dude. Like, that was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, was just that landscape with like the water and the sunbeams going through literally like from the heavens. I don't even know how to explain it. The pictures don't even do it justice. And the pictures look magnificent, bro. They still don't do it justice how that looked in person. I mean, Hawaii is an experience that I will never, ever, ever, ever forget. Honestly, it taught me to be a little bit more mindful and present in general. Cause like, I feel like you miss a lot of shit if you're not looking, dude, because there is beauty in like, you know, the everyday. I mean, that's kind of like what my channel is about. There's just beauty in the everyday. But I will say that was being there was like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, dude. It was awesome. Also, I'm sorry for not being more active on the Discord. I've been very busy, but I'm gonna do like a game night or something, or I don't know, whatever you guys want. Let's do something. Okay, bye. Dude, I've been thinking a lot, I mean, about like different stuff, but I don't know, lately I've been thinking about like time and how like I've been here like in Hawaii for 3 months pretty much. And on my channel, you know, a big part of it is like appreciating what you have and what's there in your daily life. And I feel like I like to think that I see the big picture. Oh shoot, there's like a bumblebee. And you know, I feel like for the most part like I do, but at the same time, like I've been here for 3 months, and this is the first time that I'm here, like on the North Shore of Hawaii, which is like, you know, people say it's like one of the spots you have to go. So like I should have been here all the time, you know what I mean? And like it's not like I was doing nothing, you know. I was working, hanging out with friends, and like going to different stuff, like more in the city. And like I have been hiking, you know, with like some buddies that I met at a random church. Super nice. But I've only been like here to the North Shore. This is the first time on my last day, dude. And it's like, you know, I don't feel like I definitely don't feel like I've wasted anything necessarily, because I've made most days count and done stuff that I really want to do and stuff that I just like enjoy doing. But you know, I feel like if I was present a little bit more, at least, then, you know, I definitely would have been here more than once. Like, that's for sure. It really is beautiful, man. Even if it is a golf course. Dang, rich people.